Hi, thanks for purchasing and taking part in these online yoga sessions that I'm providing. So just a couple of bits of guidance when you're doing this at home, making sure that the area that you're using to do your yoga in is as tidy as it can be, or if there are any objects like a coffee table or a sofa that can't be moved, or a lampshade above you, just making sure that you're aware of where those objects are and you're adjusting as you need to. Also as well, make sure that you're feeling okay before doing yoga. So if you're feeling ill at all, or you've got a headache, cold, or whatever it might be, if you're not feeling quite right, then maybe delaying doing your yoga practice until later in the day or another day. Take all of my instructions that I give you as guidance, so if it doesn't feel right or if there's any pain or discomfort, then only coming into the posture to a point that it's comfortable for you, or you can choose not to come into the posture, or you can choose to take a break as you need to. I will offer options and modifications to some of the postures, but if they don't quite work for you, then feel free to make further adjustments that seem sensible for your own body. So thank you for joining in and enjoy. Or legs in front if it's uncomfortable on your knees. So we've got the hands just resting in the lap or on your knees. Extend up and just allow the chin to drop towards your chest, and we'll just close the eyes for a few moments. And bring your attention, your awareness to your breath. And feeling the body expand as you inhale and gently contract as you exhale. Noticing how you feel this morning as you're sat here. And then we'll open the eyes. So we'll forward fold from here. We'll extend up, lead with the chest forward, fingertips down, head hanging, shuffling the hands away. Steady breath. And then shuffling the hands back to press up. We'll change the cross of the legs. And hands on the knees, extending up. Leading with the chest, fingertips down, head hanging, and if you're able, you might be able to shuffle the fingertips away. Steady breath. And then walking the hands back to press yourself up. Placing your right fingertips on the ground, raise your left arm, so we reach up and over. And back to center, left hand down, raising the right, reaching up and over. And then back to center once more on each side, so right hand down, raise the left, reach up and over. And then back to center, left hand down, raising the right, reaching up and over. So as you come back up, we'll take the right fingertips behind and raise the left arm, reach up towards the ceiling, back of the left hand down outside of your right leg, gently twisting, turning the chest a bit more to the right side. And then we're back to center, left fingertips behind and to the side, raising up your right arm, reach up, back of the right hand down outside of your left leg, twisting to the left. And then we'll come back to center and to all fours. So from our all fours position, we'll go through a transition of all fours, bringing the shoulders forwards, coming into downward dog, and then knees down and into child's pose. So from all fours, we'll bring the shoulders forwards, and then we'll start to take the bum back, curl the toes under, gently come to downward dog. And pop the knees down onto the mat, take the bum back towards the heels. So as you take your bum back, we're gently pressing forwards into the mat. And as you take your next breath in, we'll inhale and come up, bring the shoulders forward. So bring the shoulders forwards ahead of the wrists, so the hips move towards the ground. And then we'll press the bum back into downward dog. And then we'll pop knees down onto the mat. Take the bum back towards the heels, and then we'll come up and bring the shoulders forwards, take the gaze forward, and then back to downward dog. Knees down onto the mat, taking the bum back towards the heels, child's pose. And we'll run through this a couple more times. We're bringing the shoulders forwards, we'll take the gaze forward, the hips move towards the mat, pressing back to downward dog. Pop the knees down, bum back towards the heels. And then once more, shoulders come forwards, gaze forwards, pressing back into downward dog. Knees down onto the mat, bum back towards the heels. And then we'll come up to an all fours position, wrists below the shoulders, knees below the hips. So a few rounds of hovering the knees up off the mat, either toes extended or curled under. So lifting up, holding there, making sure we're not holding the breath. And then down. We'll step the hands forwards about a hand's length and bring the shoulders forwards, then lift. And back down. And one more step forwards, shoulders forwards, then lifting. And then down. Reversing those steps. So shoulders above the wrists, lifting the knees. And then back down and stepping the hands back once more, and we'll lift and then down. Pop the knees wide, toes towards each other, bum to heels, and we'll slide the hands out in front, fingers spread, hands pressing forwards, and we'll inhale and lift up, bring the shoulders forwards above the wrists. Breathe out as you take the bum back down towards the heels. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhale up and breathe out back down. And then we'll pause next time we're upright or we're on all fours, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and we'll make our way to downward dog. So we curl the toes, press through the hands, press the bum back, head is hanging. Step forwards and fold forward. So we're bending over at the waist, arms, shoulders relaxed. Inhaling up, hands together above your head. Breathing out as you come down. Inhaling as you take your hands up. Breathe out, folding forwards at the waist. Fingertips to shins, inhale, flat back. Hands to mat, back to plank. All the way down. Extend toes, inhale, lift to cobra. Breathing out down, curl the toes under and press up and back into downward dog. And stepping forwards and folding forwards. Inhaling up, hands together above your head. Breathing out as you come down. Inhale as you come up. Breathe out as you fold forwards. Inhale, flat back. Hands to mat. And we'll step back to plank. All the way down. Extend toes, inhale, cobra. Breathing out down, curl the toes under and pressing up and back into downward dog. and stepping forwards and folding forwards. Inhaling up, hands together above your head, breathing out as you come down. Inhaling up, breathing out forwards. Inhale, flat back. Taking hands to mat and back to plank. All the way down. Extend toes, inhale, cobra. Breathing out, down. Curl the toes under and up and back to downward dog. Walk the hands back to your feet to forward fold. Inhaling as you come up, hands together above the head. Breathing out as you come down and taking the hands down. We've got the feet a bit wider than hip width, and we'll take the arms through from one side to the other. And lift the arms up a bit higher. And then allow your arms to drop, feet to hip width, and we'll take a bend in the legs as you inhale up and breathe out, coming down. Inhaling, coming up, breathing out, down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and allow your arms to drop down. And we'll step to the top of the mat. So we're feet to hip width, we're extending up into chair pose, bend the legs and raise the arms. Stride back with your right foot to lunge, so the right heel is off the mat, hips, chest facing forwards. So from here we'll transition to triangle pose. So we're going to straighten the left leg, turn that back foot out so it's flat, left arm inside of your left leg, right fingertips to the ceiling. Coming back to that lunge, so we pivot on the ball of the back foot to turn your hips forwards, bring the left knee forwards, raise the arms. And back to triangle, turn the back foot out, left arm down as you straighten your left leg, right fingertips to ceiling. Back to lunge, so you're pivoting on the ball of the back foot, bring the left knee forwards, raise the arms up, hips, chest forwards. And back to triangle once more, so we straighten the left leg, turn your back foot out, your right foot out, left arm down inside of your left leg, right fingertips up. And then back to your lunge position once more, raising up. Straighten the left leg and we'll fold forward, so the hands come down either to your leg or maybe to the mat. Pause here for a couple of breaths. And then we come back up to lunge, so the left knee moves forwards, you're raising up. From here to warrior two, turn your back foot out. Right arm behind, look forwards over the left. Straighten your left leg as you raise your arms. Keep the right arm alongside your head as you bring the back of the left hand down to the inside of your left leg. So chest is sideways on. From here we're going to come to reverse warrior. So your left knee moves forwards as you raise up. You take your right hand behind and take your gaze up to your left hand. Back to warrior two. Straighten the left leg, raise the arms. Right arm stays alongside your head as you bring your left arm in front and back of the left hand inside of your left leg. And then reverse warrior. Left knee moves forwards, right hand behind, raise up your left. And then warrior two. Straighten your left leg, raise the arms up, left arm comes down to the inside of your left leg, right arm alongside your head, and then reverse warrior, looking up towards your left hand, and then from here we come back to warrior two. We're going to take both hands to the top of the mat to downward dog. Pressing through the hands, pressing the bum towards the ceiling. Shoulders move forwards to plank. So we're going to come into side plank, chest facing to the right. So you can have your left knee down as you raise your right arm up. Bring right hand back to the mat as you turn through to the left side, raising up your left arm. And left hand back down onto the mat, and then from here all the way down onto the mat. So come down onto our fronts, take arms by your side for Locust Pose. So we'll take a breath in and out, we'll breathe in and out. Inhale, lift chest, arms and legs, reach back through your fingertips, making sure we're not holding the breath. Slowly down. And then inhaling and lifting, draw the shoulder blades back, slowly back down, and then once more, inhale and lift, reach back through your fingertips, point back through your toes, and then slowly back down. From here, pressing up to hands and knees, take the knees wide, toes towards each other, bum sinks back towards the heels, slide the hands away, fingers are spread, hands are pressing forwards. Inhaling as you come up, and then breathing out as you come back down. Inhaling up, breathing out back down. And then pausing next time you're upright or on all fours, and we'll make our way back to downward dog and step forwards and fold forwards. Inhaling up, hands together above your head, breathing out as you come down and take your hands down. So we'll run through that again, leading with the left side, so we're at the top of the mat, we're extending up. We'll come into chair pose, raise the arms. Stride back with your left foot to lunge, a nice big step back, hips, chest facing forwards. So from here to triangle, so we straighten that front leg, the right leg, turn the back foot out, right arm comes down, left fingertips to the ceiling. From here, we'll come back to reverse warrior, come back to lunge, so your right knee moves forwards, raise the arms up, hips, chest facing forwards. And then we come back to triangle, so straightening the right leg, back of the right hand down, left fingertips straight up. Back to that lunge position. So pivoting on the ball of the back foot so you can turn, raise your arms up, right knee above the right ankle. Back to triangle. Right arm down, left fingertips straight up. And then we come back to that lunge position again. And then from here we're going to straighten the right leg and fold forward. So the hands down to your leg or maybe down to the mat. Pausing here. And then back up to lunge, so the right knee moves forwards as you raise up. Turning your left foot out, your back foot out to warrior two. So we look forwards over the top of the right hand. Straighten the right leg, raise the arms. So the left arm stays alongside of your head as you bring the back of the right hand down to the inside of your right leg. And then reverse warrior. So the right knee moves forwards. As you raise up, you take the left hand behind, raise the right hand up in front. Back to warrior two. Straighten the right leg, raise the arms. Bring that right arm down, right hand down to the inside of the right leg, left arm alongside your head. Coming up to reverse warrior, so the right knee moves forward, you raise up, left hand down behind, raise the right hand up. And into warrior two. So we straighten the right leg, raise the arms. Right hand down to the inside of the right leg. And then right knee moves forwards to a reverse warrior, so your left hand comes down, we raise the right hand up. and then to warrior two, and to downward dog. So both hands top of the mat, right foot back to downward dog, shoulders forwards to plank. So we do side plank facing to the right, so turning the chest to face to the right, raise the right arm up, right hand back to the mat, turning through to the left, raise the left arm, left hand down, back to plank, and then all the way down onto the mat. So onto your front, arms by your side for locust pose. Breath in and out, or breathe in and out. Inhale, lift chest, arms and legs, making sure you're not holding your breath. Slowly down. And we'll inhale and lift, reach back through the fingertips, point back through the toes. And slowly back down. Inhaling and lifting. Slowly back down, hands down onto the mat by the side of the chest, press up to hands and knees. Knees wide, toes towards each other, bum to heels. Slide the hands away in front to extended child's pose. And then inhale as you lift up, bring your shoulders forwards. And breathe out, taking the bum back down towards the heels. Inhaling up. And breathing out back down. Pausing next time you're upright or on all fours. Bring wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. From here we're going to bring the right foot forwards, shuffle the right foot forwards and towards the right edge of the mat for lizard pose. So we've got the right foot to the right of the mat, hands down on the mat. Bring the hips forwards to a point where you start to feel a bit of resistance, a bit of stretch. And wherever that is, we want to make sure roughly the right knee is above the right ankle. And we're going to hold in this position. So maybe you're getting enough challenge on your fingertips, or maybe you're comfortable to get the hands flat, allow the head to hang, and imagining the hips sinking towards the mat. A few more breaths. And then we'll walk the hands back, take the right leg back. Bring your left foot forwards and we'll shuffle it forwards and towards the left edge. Hands down on the mat, bring the hips forwards. And again, when you reach that point of resistance for you, just making sure that left knee is roughly above the left ankle to get the most out of this stretch. Head hanging. So you've got your hands and arms supporting you, but you're imagining the rest of the body's relaxed. Hips sinking down. Few more breaths. And then walking the hands back, take that left leg back. From here we'll come to lying down, legs bent and feet flat. So arms by your side, we'll reach down with the fingertips to catch backs of the heels. So we'll do a few rounds of bridge and we'll be mindful of the knees. We're trying to avoid knees splaying out to the side, and we can raise the arms up and down as we lift the back up and lift the hips up and down. So inhale, lift the bum up, heel the spine up, raise the arms up. So fingertips pointing straight up as you press your hips up, and then breathing out, the spine and the arms come back down. Inhaling, peeling the spine up, raising the arms up, pressing the hips up. And then breathing out slowly down. Inhaling up, pressing your hips up. Breathing out back down. Inhaling, coming up. And then breathing out back down. Inhaling up and breathing out down. So a couple more rounds. And then the next time your spine and your arms, your back are down on the mat, we'll keep them there and we'll allow both legs to come to the right side. So windscreen wiper to the right, steady breath. And then inhale to the center, breathe out to the left. Keep the legs on the left. And then we'll inhale to the center, breathe out to the right, gently from one side to the other. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling up and breathing out back down. So nice gentle movement from one side to the other as you start to wind down this session. And pausing next time you're at the centre, knees pointing up, we'll slide the left foot away and we'll reach across with the left hand to guide the right leg to the left. So you're rolling onto the outside of your left leg, right fingertips on the ground on your right side. Slowly coming back to centre, and we'll switch sides, bend up the left leg, extend the right, reach across with your right hand to guide the left leg to the right side. And again, left fingertips or hand, forearm on the ground on your left side to get the most out of this twist. And then we'll come back to centre and into relaxation for a few moments. So arms by your side, closing the eyes. Steady breath. And just enjoying these few moments of relaxation before you start your day. we'll take some deeper breaths, moving your fingers and toes, and bend the legs up, get the feet flat, we'll roll to one side, press up to the seated position. So hands together in front of the chest, closing the eyes for a moment. So thank you all for making time for yoga this morning. Thank you all for joining in. Namaste.